My life is perfect. That's what you say. Green grass, blue waves, and not a cloud in the sky that's gray. I travel the world, chill with all the hot girls, post a photo of it and get paid. Not to mention I get all the attention because, well, I'm rocking a six-pack every day. Yet, have you forgotten the reality? Social media is nothing more than an over-filtered fantasy. It's only the highlights that you'll ever see, and in all this I find the irony that truthfully, you don't really know the half of me. But my life is perfect. No, see, that's only what you have said. And honestly, between you and me, sometimes it even gets to my head. But if for a moment we're being honest, a perfect life can't be further from the truth. And the reality is, in here, I don't have it any better than you. I get lonely, depressed, insecure, and spend my fair share of late nights crying in the shower too. I think sometimes it escapes our minds that the ones behind these mega social media timelines are nothing more than just flawed humans to the core. Yet we look up to them and expect something more. We hold them to higher standards while continually keeping score, and the moment they screw up, we drag them from their platforms to the floor, push them out the door, cancel them completely, and their apologies we ignore. Now don't get it twisted or misinterpret my sentences. Bad decisions certainly have consequences, and wrongdoings demand justice until there's true repentance. But if their apology is sincere, do they still deserve a life sentence? And I wonder, when our idols make a blunder, who's really in the wrong? Is the fault all in the stars or equally ours for worshiping them all along? And when I say worship, that's exactly what I mean. So many of us long after, lust to be like those stars we see on our screens. We think if I was just more attractive, wealthy, talented, maybe then I'd be seen. You know, the desperation for validation is seriously messing with our heads. We should be looking around us, inside us. Yet we turn to a two-dimensional screen instead. We send each other hearts with a single double tap on the surface. But what exactly is that heart's purpose? How ironic to see thousands of photos with millions of hearts floating above. We've become a world living for likes, yet dying for love. We have to stop letting online comparison be where our standards are based. If we're always trying to copy, we'll eventually run out of paste. Because I promise you, behind every tuned-up, filtered face, there's a flawed human soul just trying to find their place. And let's face it, life's only as good as you make it, so don't waste it trying to be validated on an app where everyone else just fakes it. So next time you find your mind longing after fame, fortune, and success, blue waves, toned bodies, and a life without stress, just remember behind those filtered Photoshop layers of excess, life still presents its struggles. We all have our own mess. Some of us just happen to be better actors than the rest. Now, I've spoken my mind and said what I've needed to say. If you take anything from this message, please take this one thing away. Stop looking up to the man. He'll let you down time and time again. Rather, set your focus on the maker and find your truth in him. And remember, social media isn't always what you'd expect. A life driven by comparison only ends in a wreck. And I promise you, behind the screens and all the fancy tech, my life most certainly isn't perfect.